I got a call from River. Mom, the window fell out of the attic. So I couldn't put the restoration off on these windows any longer. It had to come out. It was time. So I called my plumber because he just kind of helps me out on some different projects. And he came over and he helped River, and they went up in the attic and took the window out. And they were real careful to secure it, and they took some really strong tape and taped all the glass in there so it didn't come out or break, because my plan was to bring it back with me on the road. And then they found these boards that were already cut in the attic. I guess they used them when they moved the house to cover those holes while they moved the house when they took those fan windows out. So here it is back at Pennsylvania when I finally got it up here to work on. And this is the condition that it was in. A couple of the glass panes had already come out, and one is broken. If you look here, you see the fine detail. I mean, look at that little tiny paint detail on those. They're so amazing. And the wood's just so old. And this is an absolute restoration job. I met Clara at the stained glass. Here's Clara right here. Oh, she is such a talented woman. And I just loved her sign. I must remember not to do repairs anymore. Thanks to Clara, she found the perfect Victorian violent glass that I need to replace the broken one. This is after the work began. We put some paper towels just to cushion the glass as we screwed it down to a piece of plywood. When I flipped it over, I didn't want the glass to fall out, but I did need it to move a little bit as I worked on different pieces. I didn't have any recommendations on what to use to harden this wood, but I found this Minwax wood hardener at Lowe's, and I thought, well, I'll give it a try. So we did a test sample of a piece of the trim, and it really worked great. And when I tell you that I'm restoring this house back to original as much as I can, I am reusing even these nails, because they're the right length, they fit right back in the exact same hole, and I'm just trying to put these windows back together as good as I can. So I just pulled the nails out, dipped them in some Gorilla Wood glue, and just shoved them back right in the same hole, so everything lined up and worked just fine. So I scraped off everything that was loose, and anything that seemed to still be stuck pretty good, I just try to leave it and build onto it. And I brushed everything off loose, and then I took this hardener, and the wood just would soak it up. And then I removed the glass. When I secured the wood as much as I could, I removed the glass. Oh no, I wasn't drinking the hooch, by the way, just in case you're wondering. That's the wood hardener. I brought the glass in and cleaned them up with a razor blade and some steel wool and some different chemicals to get that sticky stuff off and all the paint. Now this stuff right here came highly recommended, and I got it online. I think it actually came from the Walmart.com. And I just took a spoon because I really didn't have anything out there to measure with, and I just measured, it's equal parts, so I measured a spoonful of each. It's a 2-part thing, and then you just knead it together like that. And when I started working with it, I mean, I just didn't have anything to connect to. So I'm building these pieces up to connect, and then I'll try to connect them with some nails. But as I worked with that stuff, I realized that I needed to have my fingers wet. So I kept some water close by and I would dip my hands in it. Stay tuned for day 2.